Look at that C-Dot. He wants to know about Gregma.
Well, little C Dot, I'll tell you the story. So, here's. Well, actually, I don't know. We introduced a bunch of stories.
You tell it chronologically, and I'll fill in as I can.
Okay, chronologically, I don't know, cause honestly, he's one of those people that appear more in your life as a force of nature.
Well, it's weird because we've met people that like went to our school or lived in our area, and we brought him up, and they're like, "Oh, Gregma, I know him,"
yes.
and then they add to it.
It's always yes. Like I met a guy from Greece once who was like, "Oh my God, Gregma? Yeah, one time he stole my phone."
And my wife.
Who was also consequently my phone. Anyway.
Have you ever seen her?
I remember I was talking to you on Skype one time a couple years back.
And he showed up?
No,
stole your Skype?
My brother, we was talking on Skype, right? So I'd pick up my laptop and take you with me when I was going to go eat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And
it's been a while.
Yeah. I'm carrying my laptop, and you're just like telling me a work story, or just like babbling about Pokemon or whatever. And my brother's like, "Bro, how's that sound coming out of there?" And I was like, I'm talking to Kiki. And he's like, "Yo, you ever seen that movie Her?" And he starts laughing with my sister.
Okay.
And I seethed, as often I was wont to do. But anyway, now's not the time for me. I'm gonna be real, this woman just dropped some really heavy news on me, and I'm gonna have to take a minute to process it. Like, I didn't know what was waiting for me this morning when I woke up, and it happened to be something that I can't describe as either a tragedy or a magical experience. You took too long. You took way too long.
I was just gonna have some fun fact about potatoes, but I couldn't think of anything because then I started thinking about chili cheese fries.
Fun fact about potatoes, they are a root.
The root of mine.
The root of any good diet, really. If you kids wanna get fit, wanna exercise, do me a favor. Get a little bit of oil, like vegetable oil or whatever. You really don't want to use extra virgin olive oil because that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Vegetable oil is a little fatty, but you can use it. It's fine. It's better than corn oil. Don't use corn oil. Shit's basically water, not really, but look into it. Look into the proper oil if you want. But anyway, vegetable oil you can get in like these giant, like 30-pound frickin' tubs, and that's what we did. So you cut up, you dice like 1 or 2 potatoes a day, and then fry them up in oil. Cover the pan, and just kind of leave it for like 15 minutes. Come back and stir it every
2
or 3. You want them to get soft, and then just as your potatoes are cooking, just whisk some eggs and some paprika, some pepper, salt, whatever.
Onion, garlic.
Maybe some onions, maybe some garlic, but you don't gotta go all that if you don't want to go all that.
Those are good for your system, though.
They are good for your system. They're very good for you. But a lot of people don't like garlic, like period. So. We call those people losers where I come from, but where I come from is a horrible place, so let's not talk about it.
Yeah,
okay. Then you just pour your eggs on top of potatoes when the potatoes are soft. And guess what? You got you a kick-ass breakfast. You could work out with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Also, you could put some berries and some Greek yogurt, and you really want to get the flavorless Greek yogurt. You could put some honey in it if you want. It's a lot of sugar, but you just put like a tablespoon at the most. You get you a healthy breakfast going. Get some sugar and you get some protein, some carbohydrates, some starches.
It'll help your poo-poo.
Also good for your colon, which is where your energy comes from, which I think is funny because it's often that credit is often given to your stomach, but your colon is where a lot of the nutrients are absorbed. But the colon, because it produces poo-poo, nobody ever wants to give it credit.
Let me tell you something. I was really sleepy today before I left for work, and then I took a nice shit. I felt way better.
A woman of class.
Yeah, you're welcome. Speaking of shit, you didn't finish your Gregma.
Oh no, I didn't forget. Don't worry, I can never forget.
Oh.
He's always an echo in my mind. I can see him out of the corners of my vision, and every time I blink, he enters the center.
Just lurking, waiting to steal some video games.
Waiting for to say, hey. Because his voice cracks every time he speaks to me. Or really anybody, honestly.
Didn't you buy games from him and then he was trying to hustle you for more?
Yeah, I bought a game from him. He tried to hustle me for double the price, saying he never got the first payment. I said, well, you can,
You did dick?
Well, I was going to try and be more creative than that, but you know what?
Fine.
You saved me from having to,
A flaccid.
sit in some dead air.
Whatever.
Anyway, so the Gregma story, I really don't remember how he entered my life. I really don't remember how he showed up. I believe because like he's like one of those really socially awkward people who are incredibly social. You know the type.
Like they just lurk really hard and they impose themselves into everything?
No, and then yes.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I had a one like that. His name was,
Turk.
Yeah, Turk. He had really bug eyes, and he would hang around various groups of girls until
Always
he was
girls,
interacted
always
with.
girls.
And then he just kind of laughed at everything. He did what most of the girl did in middle school, but he never got out of it. And then he became very obsessive with whatever female he would interact with most.
And then he died.
Basically. Please go on about Gregma.
So I don't remember how he came into my life. I believe that I was just kind of talking. Maybe like I read an essay that I wrote about like a video game or something like that, or I was talking to somebody about a video game, or I had a video game on my shirt or something like that, and then he just kind of
in.
Yeah, and then he just kind of assumed that we'd be friends, fast friends, and started talking to me about Pokemon and the like. And this was 4th grade, right?
Yeah.
How old are you in 4th grade?
Oh crap, like 9 or 10.
Oh god. So let's say 10.
Mhm.
We were 10, so by this point I had already started puberty. So every freaking word out of my mouth was cracking, and it was really freaking annoying, which did not make my time in school any easier. But that's kind of beside the point. What I mean to say is, like, we were starting puberty, so we were, like, all interested in girls. But, as was previously established, Gregma was,
extremely
socially awkward. And being that he was willing to impose himself on me, somebody who shared a...
Oh, shit, I forgot.
Oh, you big poop ass.
Oh, it's good. It's okay.
Somebody who shared an interest in something, a fringe interest in something that he loved dearly. I believe it was Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been Digimon. But anyway. I would imagine what he would do when approaching a woman. Or at this time, a girl.
You were his first?
I was, no. He actually had many friends, to be honest. I was a very unpopular kid. Like, violently unpopular. Every friend he had was a bully I had. And he had a lot of friends. Like, a lot. And he had a lot of friends because he came from a... I don't want to say rich family. Maybe they were rich, but they...
For the area.
No. He got 4 booster packs every... Excuse me, he got like 4 to 5 booster packs every school day. Pokemon cards.
You little bitch.
Yeah, he grew up pretty good. Well, he grew up pretty spoiled is what I mean to say.
Yeah.
Real talk though, the man was pulling in grades, so... If I were his parents, I'd be like, shit, I don't like my kid, but he's not making me look bad.
Not that I know of.
Unless they are proud of him, because I could have very much imagined that that's how his dad was.
I wonder if they ever found out how, like, invasive he was and just rude and slimy.
Honestly,
Like
we can't keep describing him like that without giving context.
Well, it's just stealing people's games, lying about it, crying to the parents, get other kids in trouble.
I remember one time he stole Linguini. What was his name again? Ludicolo. He stole Ludicolo's. Star Force. Now this game was new at the time, so he stole Ludicolo's Star Force. Freaking. He confronts him about it. He's like, "Yo, where's my shit?" And he's like, yo, I don't have it. What do you mean? What happened? I hope you look for it. He's like, where are we gonna look? It was in my pack, yo. Only person that knew was you.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Did it magically reappear?
Yo. In the dumbest way possible, because Ludicolo would let it go, and he went home. Next day, his parents come in with them. This man is crying and snotting all over the place. This is Gregma and his parents come in, and they make Gregma give Ludicolo his Mega Man Star Force back.
Yeah.
And apologize. And he says, I found it. And then they took him home.